This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
PlayStation.
I hope you got a good long look at that video, because that is no longer happening ever again. 2 days ago, our apparent special company called PlayStation, Sony, decided to announce they'll be ending all physical discs for all games entirely at the year 2028 coming January. I can't explain to you how stupid the decision is from honestly everyone's part. Sony's decision to cut physical media is exactly the reason why people want to preserve games as a whole. They want to pirate. And we already know pirating is a horrible thing. And I'm going to be honest with you, pirating at this point, I wouldn't mind it. Because what's stopping Sony from literally giving you a game and then telling you after 3 years, hey, guess what? You can't play that game anymore, and they wipe it off from your library. You're probably wondering, well, Angel, don't you think you're being a little over dramatic? That same day, they wiped 500 movies from people's accounts because they can, from their digital storefront, from their libraries. There is a literal lawsuit happening with Ubisoft because they took out the crew from people's libraries because they said it was more of a license to get the game than actually owning it. That is the main issue here, people. The fact that Sony took off physical discs and decided to only do digital, it's just their only way of controlling what price they can put on in their digital storefronts, and then they can tell you, hey, whenever you're done playing this game, you can't play it anymore. I am furious as to everyone's to this news, man. This is not fair. This is clearly a monopoly. They can set their own prices and it's only going to be digital and no refunds. There is no way they can actually give refunds. We have no choice. Come 2028 January, I'm not getting a PlayStation. I am so done with this company and its stupid antics and its stupid greedy ways when it comes to making money and stuff like that. They don't obviously care about us. They don't care about the consumers. And it's gonna be like that for a while until this changes. Because there's no point. Why am I gonna spend $80 on a game when they can clearly take it away from me in 2 years? And the fact that people are going, it is what it is. Because, I mean, they're right. It is what it is. They're a big mega corporation. They can easily tell you, no, we're going to keep it this way. And it's not fair. And then, you know what's funny? Sony has the audacity to say, based on gaming trends, we see that this is the best option. They're saying this because they have the PS5 Pro only digital. Of course the digital market has been growing and moving because you only allowed it. No one has a choice. You stopped making regular PS5s with discs, and so people only have the choice to only buy the digital version. You know how unfair that is to say that, oh, that we're only doing this because we're seeing a growth in margin on digital. Yeah, because there's no choice. They can only buy digital. People are complaining, and so am I. I think we need to speak out. I haven't made a video in a long time, and this is the only reason why I got out of retirement, so I can speak about how unjustified this is. One of the reasons why that the games cost so much is because of manufacturing, right? So you got games like Spider-Man, Expedition 33, Dying Light. Like these games cost like $70 to $80 only because they have to manufacture the discs, the case, the cover art, and then send it to warehouses. If that's the case, you better be sending games at lower prices. You should not, you have no right to only give digital when we're not getting any statues, we're not getting any special editions whatsoever. We're not getting anything out of it. Just buying it on the digital store, and we're paying $80 for that alone. You need to start giving games around $50 and $60 again. The only reason why this is happening is because Sony has been talking about this for a while. Even Xbox, they've been thinking about going digital. They've been doing that with with the Xbox Game Pass. Everyone wants to go digital, but they know that they can't just go only digital because it's a complete monopoly. And then B, GTA 6. I'm pretty sure all of you are aware that GTA 6 is now available for pre-order, which I already have the game. But we already know that the fact that there is not going to be a disc kind of steered Sony in the direction to literally not give us anything at all anymore. Physical media is essential to gaming because now we won't have a way to actually play the game the way like regularly. We can't just get the case, plug it in, and then play. Now, given the fact that, let's say the PlayStation 6 is all digital, right? What if your Wi-Fi goes out? You can't play the game. The console is completely renderless if it's all digital. And then, so, now the argument would be, Angel, alright, fine. I don't play games physically. I don't get games physically. I get them digitally. Great, that's cool. Now, what if you have a game digitally and then now it's delisted? People can't buy that game anymore. Let's say Sonic Frontiers, they stop manufacturing discs, right? And now you can only buy it, and now it's too late. There's no more copies of the game physically anymore. Now the only way to buy it is digitally, but the game is now delisted. So now you literally cannot play the game. Do you understand how unjustified this is? Online preservation for video games and movies are extremely important. Not only that it tells us about the time that they were made and they came out, but it's just for us to go back to them. There are many games that we can't go back to anymore because Nintendo doesn't want to put them in their digital storefronts, even Sony. And then not only that, they would put games in their digital storefronts, but you need to pay a monthly subscription. I have to pay $25, $30 in order for me to play the game. For example, Batman Arkham Origins. I recently discovered that I can play that game on my computer, and I love it. It runs extremely well. But I don't have to pay a monthly subscription to play that game. But with PlayStation, you need to buy the PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Plus catalog to stream that game. It's not even a port. It's just to stream it. So it's not even going to run well on your PlayStation if you don't even have good internet. Digitally, it doesn't make any sense. It literally completely does not make any sense. And I think everyone needs to speak out and tell Sony that this is not the way to go and they need to go back. And trust me, believe me, when the PlayStation 6 comes out, that's going to sell horribly. Let's be honest here. Because you got scalpers that are going to literally be getting the console day one from online stores and no one else is going to be able to get it. And then scalpers are now going to start pricing that console way high, around the 2000s or 1000, because we already know things already cost way too much now and then. So how do you think the PS6 is going to cost? That's going to sell so horribly, and it's going to backhand Sony to a point where they need to really rethink their prices. All this is because of the games that we're getting. Most games that they've been getting have been extremely bare bones. Sorrows came out, and it's more like a Returnal knockoff. And they were marketing that game for like an eternity. I think the prices only work well if the game we're getting warrants it. So as of right now, Sony needs to lower the prices to back to $50 if they're going to do this, because there's no point. There's no point of having your games $80 only on digital or $70 only on digital just for you to take it away from us. It's completely unjustified, and it's just unfair. It's a complete monopoly. It only took Sony to make such a really dumbass decision for me to make a video again, because everyone's speaking out on it, and I would love to speak out on it too. I'm with everyone. I think that's it, guys. That's all I have for today, and I just needed to make a video on it. I don't like what Sony decided to do. I don't like the decision. And now the new Xbox Helix is reportedly going to have only digital. And I think we're now in an era of gaming where gaming is now a luxury, and it's best to literally just pirate your games. It's best to literally now get a PC or a computer. If a PC costs way too much, then get then get a gaming laptop. It's easy. I have a gaming laptop, and it runs certain games extremely well. It can run new gen games, but that's not really my problem here. That's all I had to say, guys. For everyone here who's completely disappointed from Sony's decision to making only digital games or purchasing games digitally, I'm sorry. They're not going to wake up until everyone says something. Come the PlayStation 6, right? Because we already know they're already thinking of getting it. The PlayStation 5 as a whole has no exclusive games at all. Only Astrobot and Wolverine. Other than that, there's no point on buying a PlayStation 5. So now they're going to rework that with the PlayStation 6, and it's going to cost way too much, and it's going to be all digital, and no one's not going to buy it. Only scalpers, and no one's not going to buy it from scalpers. It is going to be one of the worst and biggest downfalls of Sony in recent history. Trust me, it's going to happen. But that's all I have to say, guys. I'll see you guys later. Probably when GTA 6 comes out.